Hello, this is Biblical Tarot, and I'm back with another video. And this video is another card of the day for today, which is 5/20/20, which is pretty cool, 5/20/20. But this was the card of the day I got, and it really resonated with me big time. Very emotional about it. And I guess I'll start with the first card, which is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is called the Lord of Pleasure, okay? It's Sun in Scorpio. It's 10 degrees to 20 degree 10 degrees to 20 degrees Scorpio, November 2nd to November 12th, okay? That's what it resides over. And it's harmony and balance, flowing, well-being, and this card is like totally pleasure understood in its highest sense. Okay, this is like one of the best cards in the deck. Okay, so that is very nice to me. It really kind of goes with what's going on in my life right now in a way. It's emotional pleasure. It's the experiencing of receiving pleasure and giving pleasure to others. It could be happy memories of the past. Um, it's the exchange of love. As you see the two people in the card, people usually say it's younger people. And it's like a younger love, which it could be a younger kind of love, a nostalgia kind of love, maybe like a first love feeling. And it don't have to be of a younger people. It can be of grown-ups, having a pure connection, a pure love. Sweet memories. It could be memories of a time when it was very good, a time when you had joy, when you was singing harmony and in a sea of beauty. Okay. Sometimes I feel like it's sort of like a soulmate, or it could be a twin flame, a innocent kind of love that um, isn't hurtful, but just happens. Like you can't help it. It's a love that is pure in a way. It's pure, and you can't, there's no escaping it. You can't really change your feelings from it because it's there. It's true. It's from the root of things. It's harmony. It could be a sense of well-being for yourself. It can even be for yourself. It don't have to be for another person kind of love. It could be a self-love, connecting back with yourself kind of love. It can also be a natural flow and a psychic energy, between two people too. Because we have connections all the time with different people in different places. And like the card says, it's pleasure in the highest sense, that you can't help that. It's something that you didn't want to happen or make happen. It's something that just happens because it's a natural thing. Okay. And I have experienced that kind of nostalgia love, of a pure kind of love. Um, and I'm pretty sure other people have felt it too. It's kind of like a soul tie. You tie to this person. You don't understand why, or where it came from, or when it's gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? So we can definitely go to the second card here, which is the Devil. And if you look at both of them, it's so abstract to me, you see, because it's so different. You have like this beautiful card, and then on the other side you have like this totally dark card. So it's very abstract. It's like white and black, together. Like if you see like color, like even people putting their arms together, a white person, a black person putting their arms together, and the black person's maybe really dark, and the white person is really white and pale, and it's just so abstract. And that's what these cards really look like to me. It really does. So let's look at the Devil. And because I'm going to say, because this highest pleasure card came first, it totally, like it's the sun in Scorpio. So this sun in Scorpio is totally taking this devil card and it's shining the brightest sunshine on this card. So this card isn't really bad card. It's not in the bad meaning right now. Like in my interpretations, if this card came before the sun in Scorpio card, the Six of Cups, it would give it a reversed meaning, or it would be ill dignified. But since it's after it, it dignifies it. Okay? So we'll look at the devil. And the devil card is, it's in December. It's a Capricorn. The devil's a Capricorn. And he is December 22nd, I think, to January 19th. He's Earth. He's the ruler of him is Saturn. His detriment is the moon, and he's exalted in Mars, and his fall is in Jupiter, because Jupiter is like a godly, beneficent, if I'm saying it right, planet. So the devil, the Hebrew letter that it corresponds to is Ayin, which means I. Okay, I. And so a lot of times the meaning of that corresponding to Ayin, which means I, is that sometimes you have to see things not with your eyes, but you have to see them kind of with your third eye. You have to see them with your soul. You have to see it for what it really is, because sometimes what you see with both of your eyes can be a total illusion. Everything isn't what it seems to be when you're looking at it, if you understand what I'm saying with that. Just like with this card, everything isn't what you see in the card. This card isn't always a bad card, and this card is a very necessary card. Okay? As you see with the two Adam and Eve figures in the card, they're chained to, they're not even chained to the devil. They're not chained to the goat man there, Pan. They're not chained to him. They're chained to that rectangle stoop that the devil is crouching on. Okay? They're not even chained to him. But maybe in their minds they think they're chained to him. And the chains that they do have on them, they can just take it off at any time they want. I feel that they just want to remain in that situation. So they stay there. They probably can't see the trees for the forest. They just can't see their way out of that situation. But as I said, that this card is in its highest sunshiny sense, okay? Where they're taking off those chains, okay? And they're just taking off the chains and leaving the chains there, But we just can't see them doing it. But we can imagine them doing that. So the devil, when you see the devil, you want to beware of your emotions close to or out of control, which in my situation with this Six of Cups and the soul tie, it was a bit out of control, It was a bit out of control. So like now I've kind of gotten it under control. It's not all the way in control, but I'm taming it. Like if you've ever seen the Strength card, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like battling with that lion, okay? And I've got my strength up. So hopefully if this is taking place in your life, that you also have that Strength card and thinking of that Strength card and battling that lion and closing its mouth. Even though we don't have that card here right now, I'm just bringing it up because it's in my mind and it's making me think of it. So we said the emotions close to or out of control. If this card comes up, you could be experiencing boundaries and limits, which definitely I was overstepping boundaries and pushing the limits with this soul tie, because we can be connected and tied to people all the time throughout our lives, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay forever. You just get what you need at the time, and sometimes it's time to move on, because we can't be selfish and take up something that maybe not be ours or maybe not meant for us. So definitely the limits were being pushed, and options and choices are being narrowed, which they were, because like I said, sometimes you got to let go. You got to let a person go. If they're meant for you, they definitely will fly back to you. If they're not, like I said, you got to move on. Soul ties, you can be tied to somebody at one point, and if you love them, you're going to let them go because you want them to be happy. Definitely, you want them to be happy, even if it's not going to make you happy. But with this Six of Cups, you got to get to that point where you got to make yourself happy, you know. Also, when we see this, the devil, sometimes it can be an obsession, which for me, it definitely became an obsession, you know, thinking about it all the time. It taking over my life, even my creativity, because it seemed like they became a muse for me, and nothing's wrong with having a muse, but you got to put the muse in the right place. And you want to be able to have creativity without a muse, you know what I mean? No matter what, if things aren't going right with the soul tie, you still want to be able to create. And I'm a creator. I love to do art. I love to make creative little videos. I even like to write a bit. And it got to the point where I felt like I couldn't write, I couldn't make a video, I couldn't do things because I was so obsessed with that soul tie. So definitely, this devil can bring limitations. Like you see the two characters on the card, they're limited to where they can go or what they can do. So it's like being in bondage to some power, and I felt that way. Like I was in bondage. Sometimes I still feel that way, but it's going away because I'm looking within myself and bringing the self-love back. So, and I'll say that like this person was unavailable, but the person was always around, kind of like that subtle snake just hanging around the tree. Even though it could have been very innocent. It could have been very innocent. I don't know for sure though if they found our soul tie exciting or liked the attention that they was getting, or if maybe on some deeper level they were connected to me too, because I feel like there was a connection there. But of course it would be a dead end, because there would be no way it could ever be or work out. It could only be an exchange of likes, hearts, exchange of knowledge between, oops, I don't know what the hell that was, an exchange of knowledge between the two of us. But it could never go any further. It just like what you see with the devil there, his hand up, it's like stop right there. You can't go any further. There's a limit, there's a boundary, and if you do go any further, you see that fire to Adam's tail. Like, no, I don't want to feel the fire. And I want people to be happy. I don't want to mess up anybody's life, which I hope people don't be selfish if they're going through the same kind of situation, that they would limit themselves and not be selfish and think of other people that it would affect, because it definitely would affect a lot of people. It affected me. So definitely the devil isn't always bad, but it's very needed. It's very needed in the pack of cards because it gives us lessons, and it shows us limitations, and it shows us boundaries. And even it wakes us up spiritually, because this is a very spiritual card. It really is. Even though it looks bad. And I found it very interesting that the person that I'm talking about, this is their zodiac card. So that was pretty interesting that it came out that way too. So I guess I'm done for today with the card of the day. And I hope you could resonate with the card of the day, because it really resonated with me and what I'm going through within my life right now. I'm trying to bring that self-love back, that self-healing, and to be more creative and bring the healing with the creativity, because if you're hurting or something, get a piece of paper, get some crayons, paints, whatever, and paint your feelings. It's a really fun thing to do. And the thing about it is, it doesn't have to be a beautiful painting, a beautiful picture. It's just your feelings. And usually when you're done, it does become a beautiful picture. So with that, I'm going to go. I thank you for watching my card of the day. I hope you come back. I'm going to try to do a card of the day tomorrow too. And I do love you. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Hit the button, even hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Bye.